Foundations of Love: How to Build and Sustain a Happy Relationship and Family. Chapter 4: Respect, Boundaries, and Understanding. Respect. It's not just a song, it's a lifestyle. You've probably heard Aretha Franklin belt out respect, and she was onto something. In any healthy relationship, respect is non-negotiable. It's the secret ingredient that makes everything work smoothly, like oiling the gears on a bike. Without it, your relationship's going to get stuck, squeaky, and eventually break down. But what does respect actually look like in real life? Respect in a relationship means treating your partner like a whole, complex human being with their own thoughts, feelings, and needs. It's about appreciating them for who they are, even if they have quirks that drive you bananas, like their obsession with collecting every limited edition Funko Pop. You don't have to love their quirks, but respecting them means valuing what makes them unique. Life example: the bathroom debate. Let's say your partner has a really specific way of folding towels. You, on the other hand, couldn't care less. The easy way out would be to dismiss their obsession with perfect towel folding as ridiculous. But showing respect means acknowledging that it's important to them. You might not care about towel aesthetics, but you care about them. So you fold the towels their way, or at least give it a decent attempt. That's respect in action, folks. Boundaries: the invisible fences that keep relationships strong. Let's talk about boundaries. They're kind of like the invisible fences you set up for pets, except instead of keeping your dog out of the neighbor's yard, they help keep your relationship healthy. Boundaries are the lines that protect your personal space, needs, and emotional well-being. Think of boundaries as your personal bubble. Some people need a lot of space in that bubble, while others are fine with sharing it. Setting boundaries doesn't mean you're being selfish. It means you're taking care of yourself so that you can be a better partner. How to set boundaries without sounding like a jerk. Setting boundaries can feel awkward, especially if you're worried about hurting your partner's feelings. But here's the thing: healthy boundaries actually make relationships stronger because they show that you respect each other's needs. Be clear about what you need. For example, "I need some quiet time in the morning to get ready for the day" is a simple but effective boundary. Use I statements instead of saying, "You're always interrupting me," which sounds like an attack. Say, "I feel distracted when I'm interrupted during work." It keeps things less confrontational and more about your needs. Don't be afraid to reinforce your boundaries. If your partner forgets or pushes your limits, it's okay to gently remind them, "Hey, remember how we talked about giving each other space in the mornings?" Life example: the "I just need some space" talk. Imagine you've had a long day at work and all you want is some peace and quiet. But your partner, bless their heart, is full of energy and ready to talk about their day. Instead of snapping, you say, "Hey, I just need about 20 minutes to unwind, and then I'd love to hear about your day." Boom! You've set a boundary, communicated it kindly, and still made time for connection. Understanding more than just nodding along. Respect and boundaries are crucial, but without understanding, they don't go very far. When we talk about understanding in a relationship, we're not just talking about getting what your partner says. It's about really putting yourself in their shoes and trying to see things from their perspective. Yes, even when they're ranting about how the barista totally messed up their coffee order. Being understanding doesn't mean you always agree, but it does mean that you try to empathize with where they're coming from. It's the difference between saying, "Oh, you're overreacting, and I see why that upset you." Life example: the coffee catastrophe. Your partner comes home fuming because they got almond milk in their coffee instead of oat milk. To you, this seems like no big deal. Milk is milk, right? But instead of brushing off their frustration, you listen. "I get why that's annoying, especially since you're trying to avoid almond milk. Want me to make you a cup of coffee the way you like it?" Boom! Now you're not just being dismissive, you're showing empathy and understanding. How to build more understanding in your relationship. Listen without interrupting. When your partner is talking, resist the urge to jump in with solutions or your own opinions. Sometimes they just want to be heard. Ask questions to show you're engaged. If they're talking about a stressful situation at work, ask follow-up questions like, "How did that make you feel?" Or, "What do you think you'll do next?" Validate their feelings even if you don't agree. You don't have to agree with their perspective to acknowledge that it's real to them. "I can see why you'd feel that way" goes a long way in showing understanding. Conclusion: respect, boundaries, and understanding. Equal sign: the dream team. Respect, boundaries, and understanding are like the holy trinity of relationships. They keep everything running smoothly and prevent little issues from turning into big problems. When you respect each other, set healthy boundaries, and take the time to really understand where the other person is coming from, you'll find that your relationship not only survives, it thrives. And remember, no relationship is perfect. But with these tools in your relationship toolkit, you'll be ready to handle whatever life throws your way, whether it's a forgotten anniversary or a wrongly made coffee order.